This is a continuation of our last video. Let's pick up where we left off.
Number 16. Take bold steps every day towards the life you desire. Every day you face two choices: stay where you are or move forward. The difference between successful people and those who remain stagnant is their willingness to take bold steps, even when fear is present. Growth requires action. It demands you push beyond the limits of comfort. You'll never create the life you want if you keep standing still, hesitating, waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is right now. The path is built as you walk, and the only way to reach the destination you dream of is to take decisive, fearless action every day. The problem most people face is hesitation. They overthink, analyze everything, and wait for a guarantee of success before starting. But life doesn't work that way. Bold action doesn't come with certainty. It requires you to accept risks, to step forward even when you don't have all the answers. There's never a perfect time, and you'll never feel completely ready. The only way to build confidence is through action. Every time you take a step, you prove to yourself that you can do it. You create momentum, develop the strength to keep going. And then, one day, you realize you've completely changed your life. Fear is the enemy of progress. It whispers doubt, creates hesitation, and convinces you to stay where you are. But the truth is, most of what you fear will never happen. What you imagine as the worst-case scenario is often just an illusion, a trick to keep you in your comfort zone. The way to dispel fear is to act despite it. Bold action is the antidote to hesitation. The more you act, the less power fear has over you. Those who achieve their greatest goals aren't fearless. They're willing to act even when they're scared. The reason you procrastinate is because of excuses. You tell yourself you're not ready, need more time, or conditions must be perfect before you start. These reasons are just falsehoods. The only way to prepare is to begin. The only way to build the necessary skills, experience, and mindset is to move forward, whether you feel ready or not. Bold action means rejecting excuses and doing what's necessary, regardless of how you feel. You don't wait for motivation, you create motivation through action. The first step is always the hardest, but once you take it, things will start to fall into place. Every great success story is built on consistent and courageous action. Those who achieve extraordinary things aren't different from you. They simply decided to take bold steps every day towards what they wanted. They refused to let fear, doubt, or failure stop them. They continued when others gave up. They acted when others hesitated. And that's what makes the difference between those who live their dreams and those who just talk about them. Success isn't luck, it's the willingness to act again and again until results appear. The truth is, no one is going to save you. No one will build your dreams for you. You have to create the life you want. Every decision you make can either bring you closer to your goals or keep you stuck. You can't be passive. You can't wait for perfect conditions or ask for permission from others. Bold action means taking responsibility for your own future. It means you decide you'll do whatever it takes to make your vision a reality. You have to show up for yourself every day, regardless of challenges or obstacles. Momentum is built from action. When you consistently take bold action, you'll start seeing results. These results will fuel your motivation, and this motivation will push you to take even bigger steps. This is how progress is made. This is how dreams are realized. But if you hesitate, wait, or let fear decide for you, you'll stay right where you are. Those who live their dreams aren't the ones waiting for permission.
They are the ones who act even when they don't feel ready. They are the ones who refuse to let doubt stop them. They are the ones who keep moving forward, no matter what. There will be challenges. There will be difficulties. There will be days when everything seems impossible. This is part of the process. Bold action means pushing through these moments instead of backing down. It means not giving up when things get tough. It means holding on to your vision even when the path ahead isn't clear. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to become stronger. Every obstacle you overcome helps you build resilience. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is the ability to keep going despite difficulties. Bold action doesn't mean never failing, it means having the courage to keep moving forward even when things don't go as planned. Success requires urgency. Too many people act as if they have infinite time. They procrastinate, hesitate, and tell themselves they'll start tomorrow, next week, or next year. But the truth is, time keeps passing whether you act or not. Every day that goes by is a day you could have used to get closer to your dreams. The longer you wait, the harder it is to start. Bold action means treating every day as an opportunity, realizing that the time to start is now. You can't waste another second waiting for perfect conditions. The only way to create the future you want is to start building it today. Small actions add up. Every bold step you take brings you closer to your vision. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be huge. What matters is that you're moving forward. Those who achieve great things aren't the ones who take occasional leaps, but those who take steady steps every day. Over time, these small steps create enormous results. That's the power of bold action. It accumulates, it builds, and it creates unstoppable momentum. You have to be willing to bet on yourself. You have to believe you're capable of achieving what you desire. No one else will do it for you. Bold action requires self-confidence, a belief you're capable even when the evidence hasn't appeared yet. Self-confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you build through action. The more you step out of your comfort zone, the more you prove to yourself that you can do it, and the more capable you'll feel to take even bolder steps. Bold action also means accepting failure as part of the journey. You'll make mistakes, you'll face difficulties, you'll have moments of doubt, but these things won't define you unless you let them. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's an essential part of the process. Every failure is a lesson. Every mistake is an opportunity to improve. Successful people aren't those who never fail, but those who refuse to give up. Bold action means continuing to move forward even when things don't go according to plan. It means using every challenge as fuel to become stronger. Ultimately, the life you want is within reach, but it requires action. Thinking about it isn't enough. Dreaming about it isn't enough. Wishing for it isn't enough. You have to take bold steps every day, however small, however uncomfortable. Every time you move forward, you're building the future you desire. Every time you refuse to let fear stop you, you're proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever thought. Your future is waiting for you. The only question is whether you're willing to take the bold steps necessary to claim it.
Number 17, ditch the excuses and take control of your destiny. There comes a moment when you have to decide whether to keep making excuses or take full responsibility for your future. That very moment will determine the direction of your life. Every excuse you make is like a chain holding you back, preventing you from stepping into your true potential. The truth is, no one will hand you success. No one will do the work for you. No one will force you to stand up and seize the life you truly desire. That is your responsibility, and only you can decide to take control of your destiny. Excuses are the easy way out, a comfort for inaction, and a way to avoid discomfort. However, they also guarantee stagnation. If you want to change your life, you must abandon all excuses, all justifications, and every reason that keeps you stuck in the present. Taking control of your destiny means understanding that your current circumstances don't define who you are. They are merely a reflection of past decisions, habits, and actions. What matters now is what you do from this moment forward. The only thing separating you from the life you desire is action. Blaming circumstances, time, or others for what you haven't achieved is just a way to give up your power. Blaming external factors means you're handing control to the world instead of seizing it yourself. If you truly want to control your destiny, you must take full responsibility for everything in your life, the good, the bad, the challenges, and the opportunities. Only when you truly take responsibility do you have the power to change things. There will always be reasons to procrastinate, reasons to give up, reasons to stay in your comfort zone. But successful people are those who refuse to listen to those reasons. They keep moving forward even when things are hard, even when it's inconvenient, even when doubt tries to creep in. Excuses only protect you from the discomfort of growth. They allow you to stay with what you have, convincing you that things are beyond your control. But that's a lie. Every excuse you hold on to is just a self-imposed limitation. If you want freedom, you must break those limits. You must stop waiting for the perfect moment, stop waiting for ideal conditions, stop waiting for permission. You are the only one who can decide to step into the life you deserve. Taking control of your destiny is a daily decision. It's not something you do once and forget about. It's something you must commit to every day. You have to wake up and choose action. You have to choose to reject the easy path. You have to choose to show up for yourself even when no one is watching, even when no one is applauding your progress. Discipline is necessary. Sacrifice is necessary. Courage is necessary. But the reward is freedom. The freedom to create life on your own terms. The freedom to shape your future. The freedom to rise above mediocrity and embrace something greater. People often say they want success, but their actions tell a different story. They wait for motivation. They wait for favorable circumstances. They wait for fear to disappear. But waiting is just another form of excuse. If you want to change your life, you must act before you feel ready. The best time to start is always now. The longer you delay, the harder it becomes. The more you hesitate, the more power you give to fear, doubt, and procrastination. Taking control of your destiny means understanding that you can't wait any longer.
You can't waste another day in the cycle of excuses. You have to act. You have to move forward. You have to do what needs to be done even when you don't want to. Every decision you make will either bring you closer to your dreams or push you further away from them. There's no in-between, no middle ground. Every moment is an opportunity to choose growth, progress, and action. However, too many people choose comfort over change. They choose the path of least resistance. They choose to stay comfortable because growth requires effort. The truth is, nothing worth having comes easy. If you want something extraordinary, you must be willing to do what most others won't. You must be willing to face discomfort, embrace challenges, work harder and smarter than others. When you decide to take control of your destiny, you also have to accept that not everyone will understand your decisions. Some people will doubt you. Some will try to discourage you. Some will project their fears onto you, saying your dreams are too big, your goals too ambitious. But that doesn't matter. Their opinions don't determine your future. Your actions do. Successful people are those who know how to tune out the noise. They don't seek validation. They don't wait for approval. They move forward with or without support. They understand that their journey is their own, and they refuse to be hindered by others' limitations. Failure will be part of the process. It's unavoidable. You'll make mistakes, you'll face setbacks, you'll have days when things don't go according to plan. But failure isn't the end. It's a lesson, an opportunity to improve, to grow, to become stronger. Real failure is giving up. If you keep going, if you keep learning, if you keep adjusting, success will be inevitable. Every challenge you overcome is proof that you're capable of more than you think. Every obstacle you conquer helps you build the resilience needed to keep moving forward. This is what it means to control your destiny, refusing to be defeated, refusing to give up, refusing to accept anything less than what you truly desire. The path to success isn't easy, but it's worth it. There's no greater feeling than knowing you're in control of your own life, that you're shaping your future through your actions, that you're no longer a victim of circumstances, but the creator of your reality. But you have to be willing to ditch the excuses. You have to be willing to break the patterns that have held you back. You have to be willing to take the bold steps necessary to move towards the life you desire. No one will do this for you. No one will hand you success. You have to earn it. You have to demand it. You have to work for it. You have to be relentless in your pursuit. And it all starts with one decision. The decision to take control, to act, to stop making excuses, and to start creating the future you crave. Will it be easy? No. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. The question is, are you ready to ditch the excuses and step into the life you were born to live? The decision is yours.
Number 18. Rewire your mindset to see challenges as opportunities. Your mindset is the solid foundation for your entire life. How you see the world, how you interpret events, and how you react to challenges will determine your level of success, happiness, and fulfillment in life. If you view challenges as roadblocks to stop at, you'll always feel defeated whenever you encounter adversity. But if you learn to see challenges as opportunities, as stepping stones towards growth and success, then every difficulty becomes a chance to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Rewiring your mindset isn't just about thinking positively. It's about fundamentally changing how you approach life. It's a shift from a fixed mindset where you only see limitations and barriers to a growth mindset, where you realize that everything is an opportunity to learn and progress. Challenges are inevitable. No matter how talented, well-prepared, or intelligent you are, life will always present difficulties. There are small challenges, insignificant annoyances, but also events that can change your entire life. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain stagnant isn't the absence of difficulties, but how they react to them. Most people see challenges as reasons to give up. They view failures as proof that they're not capable or that success is unattainable. But those who rewire their mindset understand that challenges aren't barriers, but tests to overcome, invitations to progress, to surpass old limits, and to prove they can continue when things get tough. When faced with a difficult situation, your initial reaction is determined by your mindset. If your first instinct is frustration, discouragement, or self-pity, it means you've been conditioned to see barriers as threats instead of opportunities. But if you can reprogram your mind to react differently, if instead of feeling overwhelmed by challenges, you feel excited by them, then every time you face adversity, it will be a sign that you're on the right track. The most successful people in the world don't avoid challenges. They embrace them. They understand that challenges are where real growth happens. They recognize that every struggle brings a lesson, and those willing to learn will always become stronger. Rewiring your mindset requires conscious effort. It's not something that will happen overnight. You have to train yourself to look beyond the temporary inconvenience of a challenge and focus on the long-term reward. When things don't go according to plan, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you need to ask, "What can I learn from this?" Instead of saying, "I can't do this," you must say, "I'm learning how to overcome this." Instead of thinking, "This is too hard," you need to shift to, "This is making me stronger." These small changes in perspective can completely alter how you experience life. Instead of feeling like a victim of circumstances, you become the true master of your life. Instead of fearing difficulties, you welcome them as opportunities to improve yourself. One of the most powerful ways to rewire your mindset is to study people who have turned adversity into success. Every great leader, every entrepreneur or pioneer has faced enormous challenges. They've encountered rejection, failure, and setbacks that would have made many people give up. But instead of giving up, they used those experiences as motivation. They refused to see challenges as reasons to stop. They saw them as necessary steps on their journey. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company before returning to build one of the most successful brands in history. What set these people apart from the average person wasn't luck or talent, but their mindset. They refused to see failure as the end. They refused to let challenges define them. They understood that every challenge brought a lesson, and they were willing to learn, adapt, and persevere until they succeeded. To truly change your mindset, you must change how you talk to yourself.
Your internal dialogue plays a huge role in shaping how you perceive challenges. If you constantly tell yourself that something is impossible, that you're not capable, or that failure is the end, you'll always feel stuck in difficulties. But if you learn to talk to yourself with strength and confidence, if you remind yourself that challenges are temporary and you're capable of overcoming them, your entire perspective will change. You must replace self-doubt with self-belief. You must train yourself to see every failure as an opportunity for recovery. You must learn to trust that even the most difficult moments in life are shaping you into the person you're meant to become. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to see challenges as opportunities is because of fear. Fear of failure, fear of inconvenience, fear of the unknown. Fear convinces you to stay where you are, avoid risks, and play it safe. But the truth is, everything you want is on the other side of fear. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, every moment of success comes from overcoming fear and stepping into the unknown. If you let fear control you, you'll always be stuck. But if you learn to see fear as a sign that you're growing, as a signal that you're on the right path, you'll develop enough courage to keep going no matter what happens. Another important factor in rewiring your mindset is changing your environment. The people around you, the books you read, the content you consume all influence how you see the world. If you're always around negative people, people who constantly complain about problems without taking action, you'll find it hard to develop a growth mindset. But if you surround yourself with ambitious people, people who see challenges as stepping stones, you'll start to adopt that mindset. You must actively choose what you allow yourself to access. Read inspiring books, listen to podcasts that challenge your thinking, and talk to people who push you to grow. The more you immerse yourself in a growth mindset and possibility, the easier it will be to apply them to your life. Another powerful tool in rewiring your mindset is gratitude. When facing challenges, it's easy to focus only on what's wrong. But if you train yourself to find gratitude even in the most difficult moments, your entire perspective will change. Instead of seeing challenges as burdens, you'll start to see them as hidden gifts. You'll realize that every difficulty makes you stronger, smarter, and more resilient. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean you ignore problems or pretend everything is perfect, but rather choosing to focus on the lesson and opportunity in every challenge. Rewiring your mindset takes time and effort, but the results will change your entire life. When you stop seeing challenges as barriers and start seeing them as opportunities, you'll become someone who can't be stopped from moving forward. No failure can defeat you. No difficulty can hinder you. You'll develop the ability to persevere no matter how tough things get. You'll start to believe in yourself, believe in your ability to overcome any challenge life throws at you. The question is, are you willing to put in the effort? Are you willing to change your way of thinking? Are you willing to stop seeing challenges as reasons to give up and start seeing them as opportunities to grow? Your mindset is the key that unlocks your future. Number 19. Embrace your flaws and turn them into your greatest strengths. Everyone has flaws. No one is perfect, and that's what makes us human. The difference between successful people and those who remain stagnant isn't the absence of flaws, but how they confront and handle them. Many people spend their lives hiding their weaknesses, feeling ashamed of their imperfections, or pretending they don't exist. But the truth is, your flaws don't make you weak. They can become your greatest strengths if you learn to accept them and turn them into powerful assets that differentiate you from others. Embracing your flaws means looking at yourself honestly and without shame. It means recognizing that what you once saw as limitations could actually be your sources of strength. The problem is, society often teaches us that flaws are things to be fixed or hidden. From a young age, we're conditioned to believe that to succeed, we must be perfect, always confident, always capable, and always knowledgeable. But that's just an illusion. The people who make the biggest impact in this world aren't those who pretend to be perfect, but those who embrace their uniqueness, including their flaws. Think about the most successful people in history. Many of them turned what others perceived as weaknesses into their greatest strengths. Albert Einstein struggled with formal schooling and was considered a slow learner, yet he developed groundbreaking theories that changed physics. Oprah Winfrey was rejected early in her career with advice that she wasn't fit for television, but she turned her unique emotional connection style into a successful media empire. Elon Musk was ridiculed for his unconventional ideas, but it was that different thinking that helped him create industry-changing companies. What these people had in common was that they didn't let their flaws define them. Instead, they accepted them, worked with them, and used them to their advantage. To turn your flaws into strengths, you must first identify them. Take a serious look at yourself. What do you feel insecure about? What aspects of yourself have you tried to change or hide? Maybe you've always been told you're too shy, too emotional, too stubborn, or too different. Maybe you faced self-doubt, anxiety, or fear of failure. Instead of seeing these as negative traits, try asking yourself if they could serve you. Could your quiet nature make you a keen observer, noticing details others miss? Could your emotional depth make you more empathetic and better at connecting with others? Could your stubbornness actually be a manifestation of persistence that helps you overcome challenges others would give up on? Every flaw contains a hidden strength if you're willing to find it.
One of the most powerful ways to turn flaws into strengths is to change how you think about them. Instead of seeing them as limitations, see them as tools for growth. If you struggle with speaking up, instead of calling yourself shy, recognize that your cautious nature helps you choose your words carefully, making every word you speak impactful. If you tend to overanalyze situations, instead of seeing yourself as indecisive, recognize that you have a deep capacity for critical thinking, which helps you make sound decisions. How you define yourself creates your reality. If you choose to see flaws as burdens, they will hold you back. But if you choose to see them as opportunities, they will propel you forward. Another important factor in embracing flaws is developing self-compassion. Too often, we are our own worst critics, comparing ourselves to others and berating ourselves for not being good enough. But the truth is, self-acceptance is the foundation of confidence and success. When you learn to treat yourself kindly, when you realize that flaws don't make you less valuable, but actually make you unique, you'll become unstoppable. Instead of trying to fit into a mold created by society, you'll start to embrace what makes you different, and from there, you'll find your true strength. There's also great power when you dare to show vulnerability and accept your flaws.
Many people try to maintain a perfect facade for fear of judgment, but the reality is, people will connect with you more deeply when you're honest about your struggles. When you accept your flaws instead of hiding them, you become relatable, genuine, and inspiring. You give others permission to do the same. Think about influential figures in the world. They don't gain respect by pretending to be perfect, they gain respect because they are truly themselves. They share their failures, anxieties, and setbacks, and by doing so, they prove that success isn't about perfection, but resilience. One of the biggest mistakes people often make is letting their flaws become reasons to give up. They convince themselves that because they have weaknesses, they can't achieve greatness. But the truth is, your flaws only hinder you if you let them. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to become stronger. If you struggle with self-confidence, use that as motivation to develop it. If you struggle with maintaining focus, find creative ways to channel your energy into productivity. If you fear failure, challenge yourself with small risks every day until fear no longer controls you. The more you challenge yourself, the more you prove that your flaws don't define you, your actions do. It's important to recognize that some flaws are just differences, not deficiencies. What society labels as weaknesses are often just traits that don't fit conventional expectations. An introverted person might not thrive in a fast-paced corporate environment, but they could excel as a writer, artist, or strategist. Someone who struggles with traditional education might not succeed in the classroom, but could be a genius in entrepreneurship. The key is to find an environment where what you perceive as weaknesses become advantages, instead of trying to force yourself into spaces where you don't belong. Create a path that suits you. Another powerful strategy for turning flaws into strengths is adopting a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed through effort and persistence. People with a growth mindset don't fear failure because they understand that every challenge is an opportunity to improve. They don't let criticism bring them down because they use feedback as a tool for growth. They don't let a lack of confidence stop them because they know that confidence is built through action. When you develop a growth mindset, you no longer see flaws as obstacles, you see them as stepping stones. You also have to be willing to do the work. Embracing flaws doesn't mean using them as an excuse to avoid growth. It means accepting them, but still striving to improve. If you struggle with communication, practice to improve your speaking skills. If you lack discipline, create habits that help you stay on track. If you struggle with managing emotions, practice mindfulness and self-awareness. Growth doesn't happen by chance. It comes from intentional effort. When you take control of your flaws instead of letting them control you, you unlock limitless potential. Finally, the most powerful thing you can do is accept yourself. Every flaw, every imperfection, every weakness is part of your story. You're not meant to be like everyone else. You're not meant to fit a perfect mold. The world doesn't need more people trying to be perfect. The world needs real people, people who aren't afraid to embrace their own uniqueness. When you stop trying to hide your flaws and start embracing them, you step into your true power.
You become confident, unstoppable, and capable of achieving anything. Because ultimately, the courage to be yourself is the real strength.
Number 20. Persevere even when progress seems slow or uncertain. Progress doesn't always come immediately, and it certainly doesn't always follow a linear path. Sometimes, despite putting in a lot of effort, doing all the right steps, and trying your best, you don't see tangible results. This can make you feel frustrated and discouraged. You might start doubting yourself, your abilities, even your own worth. But what distinguishes successful people from those who give up is perseverance. The ability to keep going, even when you don't see any signs of progress, is the decisive factor in the resilience and unstoppable nature of successful people. The path towards any worthwhile goal has moments of uncertainty. There will be times you feel lost, when failure tests your patience, when the destination seems too far away. Many people make the mistake of thinking that slow progress means failure. However, progress isn't always obvious. Growth is still happening even if you can't see it. The seeds you plant today might not bloom tomorrow, next week, or even next month. But that doesn't mean they won't bloom. Every step you take, every effort you make, is building the foundation for future success. The key is to keep going, no matter how small those steps may seem. Many people start their journey with excitement, full of energy, ready to conquer the world. But as time goes on and results don't come as quickly as they expected, motivation starts to fade. They begin to doubt themselves, wondering if what they're doing is worthwhile, and they feel like they're being left behind while others progress quickly, achieving more. In such times, many people decide to give up, convincing themselves that maybe this isn't for them, that they're not capable, or that they should just quit. But they don't realize that the moment they stop is when they guarantee failure. In reality, success doesn't come from talent, luck, or intelligence. It comes from perseverance. Success is about continuing to work every day, even when progress is slow, about continuing to strive even when it seems like nothing is changing, and about believing in yourself even when the world around you gives you reasons to doubt. The most successful people didn't achieve it through an easy path. They achieved success because they refused to give up when things got tough. Think about those who have achieved greatness. Every single one of them has experienced moments of uncertainty, faced difficulties, and failed. But they didn't give up. They kept going. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination before building the most successful entertainment empire in history. The common link between them is perseverance. They didn't let slow progress discourage them. They didn't let rejection define them. They didn't let failure stop them. Perseverance isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about acting even when conditions aren't ideal. It's about working through challenges, embracing hardship, and finding ways to move forward despite difficulties. Too many people wait for motivation, wait until they feel ready. But motivation comes and goes. If you only rely on motivation, you'll give up as soon as things get tough. Discipline, consistency, and resilience are what keep you going when motivation has faded. One of the biggest challenges people face when progress is slow is comparison. In today's world, it's very easy to look at others and feel like you're falling behind. You see people achieving success, sharing accomplishments, reaching goals, and you might feel like you're not doing enough. But what you don't see are the failures, the efforts, the years of hard work behind those successes. Social media only shows you the final product, not the process. If you compare your journey to others, you'll always feel like you're going slow. But your path is yours. Your timing is unique. Focus on your own progress, not others. Slow progress is still progress. Every step, no matter how small, is a step closer to your goal. Even if you don't see results immediately, you're building momentum, you're developing habits, you're learning and growing. Success isn't about achieving overnight leaps, but about consistently showing up, working hard, and trusting that the results will come. Imagine someone trying to break a stone with a hammer. They might hit it 100 times without seeing any change, but on the 101st hit, the stone cracks.
Was it that last hit that caused the breakthrough? No, it was the accumulation of all the previous hits. That's how perseverance works. You keep going even when you don't see progress, because every effort is accumulating, even if you can't see it yet. Doubt is one of the biggest obstacles to perseverance. Your mind will try to convince you that if something isn't happening quickly, it's not working. But breakthroughs often happen when you least expect them. Many people give up right before they're about to succeed. They stop right before the finish line. Don't let that happen to you. Push through the doubt, push through the uncertainty, and keep going, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Because something is happening, you just can't see it yet. Another key to maintaining perseverance is to shift your focus from results to effort. Instead of just focusing on how far you've come, focus on the effort you're putting in. Celebrate effort, not just results. If you only focus on results, you'll feel discouraged when progress is slow. But if you focus on effort, you'll stay motivated regardless of the pace of progress. Effort is always within your control. You can't control the speed of results, but you can control your actions. Show up, do the work, and keep moving forward. Patience is a crucial part of perseverance. In a world that values instant gratification, patience is a rare but powerful quality. Real success takes time. If you want long-lasting results, you have to be willing to play the long game. There will be times you feel like you're going slow, but slow progress is still better than no progress at all. Small, consistent actions will yield big results over time. A tree can't grow overnight. It needs years of steady growth before it stands tall. Your goals are the same. Give yourself time to grow. Resilience is what helps you keep going when things get tough. It's the ability to bounce back from failure, to keep going despite hardship, to refuse to give up despite facing challenges. Life will test you. You will face obstacles. There will be times you doubt everything, but it's those moments that make you stronger. Every challenge you overcome makes you stronger. Every failure you overcome makes you smarter. Every shock you endure is an opportunity to grow. Those who achieve great things aren't those who never face difficulties. They are the ones who don't let difficulties stop them. Ultimately, perseverance is a choice. You can choose to continue, or you can choose to give up. You can choose to believe in yourself, or you can choose to let doubt win. You can choose to keep going despite difficulties, or you can choose to quit. The choice is yours. But remember that every great achievement in history was made by someone who refused to give up. Every success story began with someone who kept going even when progress was slow. If you want to achieve your goals, you must make the same choice. Persevere, keep showing up, trust the process. One day, all your efforts, all your hardships, all your patience will pay off. And when that day comes, you'll realize that every step you took, no matter how small, was worth it.
Thank you for spending time watching today's video. Remember that no difficulty is forever, and all challenges in life can be overcome if we persevere. The journey to becoming a better version of yourself is never easy, but resilience and never giving up will be the keys to helping you change. If you found these shares inspiring, don't forget to hit like, share this video with friends and family so we can empower each other. Don't miss out on future helpful videos. Subscribe to the Success Journey channel today to continue accompanying you on the path of self-development. We look forward to receiving your opinions and stories. Please leave a comment and share your experiences with the community. Together, we will build a positive environment where everyone always motivates each other.